Hello. Hello. Good evening, boys. Good evening. Hello. Hi. And welcome. Welcome to this stream where I will develop some new stuff. Well, yes and no. I mean, I think we need to finish the work that we started the last time, which is to finish the Dermorian screens. And then I want to do some bug fixing, because there is actually some bug fixing needed, mainly on the torches and on the character loading and all that stuff. So I want to work a bit on that, and then we will do some. Yeah, we will continue with the bug fixing. I think we need to start to plan the new alpha. I think, we can do it maybe even this weekend, depending on what we want into the new alpha. But I mean, if there is any feature that we really want to have in, or any bug fixing we really want to have in, but we can start to plan the new alpha, which by the way will be a full release in this case. So we will not have any more update, because we have a 5 GB initial download and about 2 GB of the first patch and 1 GB of the second patch. So it start to be, the patching start to be pretty big, so we can clean it up. Meanwhile, hello 8-bit, hi, how are you? Hello businesses. What tier we will all have access to play the game? It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, my idea was end of last year, but it didn't really happen, because there was more work than I expected, I would say. But I would say the end of this year seems to be a good time. I mean, we can actually decide it any time, right? The point is that if we open it for everyone, people will start to, really use the server more, and we will have to move the server to the real server, to the final production one, right? So we will have to move it where now the old game is hosted, and we will have to remove the old game and put the new game, right? So let's say that we will do it as soon as we feel, confident enough that we can shut down the old game. I think that's the main point. Doing great. I'm working in real life, so I'm crying about having less free time. Okay. Yeah, when you have a job, it's definitely harder to follow streams and things like that. I understand. Unless you really dedicate to it, right? Which is what I'm doing. But it's a bit of a special case, let's say. Okay, so for the Dermorians, we have this scene, which is the initial one. We have the second scene, which is this one with the fire, right? Where the fire is appearing. The initial scene is this, and then the fire is appearing. Then we have the third scene. Let me change the music. Then we have the third scene, which is this one. Wait a second. Okay. Then we have this one, which is the third scene with this lightning, going on, and these weird trees that we fixed a bit. I mean, it's not perfect, but we fixed them a bit, at least. And let me just check if the code for the third scene is okay. And the code for, so the code for the second is calling, we cannot see it, but yeah, it's calling the third. Okay, the third should then call the fourth, and so on. So for the fourth scene, we have, I think we only have 4 scenes, right? Or we have 5? No, I think we have, let me check. I don't remember if we have 4 scenes or 5 scenes. I don't remember. No, we also have a scene 5. I don't remember which one is it, but okay. So the fourth. So let's create a fourth. So we just duplicate this guy, and we call it the Morian scene number 4. Yes. And yeah, if you were not here before, say in the last few days, these scenes are the ones that are displayed at the beginning of the game when you are creating a new character, and they are telling you a bit of the background story of your race. Okay, because we have 9 races in the game, and each race has a bit of a different background. And so we want to tell a bit of the story of why this race arrived in the place where the game starts, right? And what happened before that, right? So that is that's the purpose, right? Now there will be a voiceover, and there will be also some text, which is appearing here at the bottom, right? Okay, so for the scene number 4, we need to decide what to I think maybe we can have the portal appear, and we can have the animals appear as well. Why not? And you can have the animals appear, the vines appear, the portal appear, and the highlight appear. So it's a bit of a mess, actually. Yeah, there is a lot to do. So I don't know if I want to transition from this to the full one, or having the animals after that, but probably not. Probably not. I think we can have just 2 screens. I think we can have just 2 screens. I think 2 screens is enough. Again, I want a bit of animation just for fun, I mean, it's not really required, but I think it's kind of fun to have a bit of an animation going on. So let me export this as the Morian scene 4.1. Hello, Hula. Hi. And then we export this one. Maybe not the full because it's not really needed. I think I mean, just to save some space, I think this is what we need. I mean, I've seen that there is a bit of highlight also at the bottom. There is a bit of a highlight. It's not very easy to see, actually, but yes, I think like this is enough anyway. Like this, I think is enough. Maybe even less. Maybe we can arrive here and go down there, something like this. Okay. Something like this. So we will copy... I have to copy visible. Copy visible and then create from clipboard. Okay. And then we will export this one as scene 4.2. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of time, so we are basically where we were yesterday. Okay. So we import these two. Dermorian. Some of these names are butchered. As I was saying yesterday, these illustrations, you know, are not super high quality, but I think they anyway convey the message. Okay, so we wanted what we wanted to, you know, inspire a bit the people to think to the background of their characters and their race and what happened in their home world, and you know, which events brought them to the new world. And and this is probably enough, right? I don't know if we will actually ever redo those in higher you know, standards, but probably never. But probably never. So the Morian scene, yes. Now the only problem of this image, I need to make it as big as it is for real. So 1275, 1014, and I need to move it. in the top left. Okay. So this is creating this kind of effect, you know, on top of the existing. And we are going to remove this animation. So we keep the animation of the portal appearing. Right, I think that at 3 we will, so I think I can delete all this mess. Right, I think it's okay. There will be a bit of an animation like that, which I think is fine. So the fact that we are using the same name for the animation of the widget and makes the, you know, the whole code perfectly compatible. So the Morian scene 4. Now I don't remember the scene number 5. I think the scene number 5 is just that they go through the portal, right? I don't know. I think it's just that they go through the portal, nothing else. Okay, so this should be fine. This should be fine. And then we need a scene number 5. This one at least we didn't have to retouch too much. The scene number 5, final. What is it? Ah, it's this one. What? Then I missed the scene number 4. What the hell? No, wait. Wait a second. So we are already at 5? We are already at 5 or what? I'm confused now. Scene 1, okay. Scene 2, which is the fire. Scene 3, which is this. Scene 4. Ah, fuck. Scene 4 was the 3. We didn't put the 3 in. Ah, we didn't put the 3 in. That's why. And see, so the 4 is the 3. Yeah. Okay. So this one actually is scene number 5. This one is scene number 5. Yes. We didn't put in the 3 because we finished, you know, doing some changes yesterday late, and I didn't put it in. So the scene number 4 is the one with the 3. And the one with the 3, we have it here. But no, it's not this one. Is this one, right? We did some changes. We added some shadows on the characters, and we reduced the number of flowers there. And I think this scene is actually pretty nice. I mean, it's very... I don't know, I like it. Ah, yes, we were thinking to the animation. We were thinking to the animation, and we were thinking if we should have some falling leaves on the ground, and if we should have some falling leaves coming down from the tree. And we were thinking how to do it, right? I think the only way to really do this is just to try. It's just to have this thing move down and appear and disappear a bit. I don't know. I think we will have to test it because I have no idea. So let's take the first. Let's take the first picture. Another idea would be to animate this background. You know, this cloud thingy. But I don't know. Let me see how it works with the leaves. We can also animate the characters, right? So in theory we could have this. This is the basic picture. Let me try. Fuck. So we need to rename. Wait, we need to rename those things, huh? So they're more than scene 4 and 5. Now they are inverted. So this should be 5. And this should be 5. Yeah, because I messed up a bit the numbering. I forgot the 3 was... So this one should be renamed. Can I rename from here? No. Cannot rename from here. I can rename from here though. Okay. So this will be 4-1. 4-1. Then we have... I think in one chunk we can have the shadows. The shadows, the humans. The problem is that the humans will have to go. I mean, the falling leaves have to be after the humans, otherwise it would look a bit stupid. But you know what I can do? I can edit it so that the falling leaves are not overlapping any human, right? Which I think is probably the best idea. Like here there are some, and I can move them there, and here there are some more. And I can move them as well. I mean, are very small bits, I have to say, but and there are some more here. And maybe these ones we can just delete. There is one here. You have hula. Say the typical phrase. Hello, Maui. Say the typical phrase that you say all the time. Okay, so I think that like this, I can put them after the humans, right? So I can do an export only with this. So I can do a copy visible and I can do a create from click. But if I don't cut it off, I have to cut it off myself. Interesting. No. No. The problem is that I have to be sure that I'm getting only the visible areas. But I think it's okay. So this will be Dermorian Scene 4.2. Right? And then we will have the last one, which is made of the falling leaves, which is this piece. Which will be 4.3. And then the last piece, which will be these falling leaves. No. Yes. Now I think the falling leaves, if we could do it maybe with I don't know, with single pieces will be easier, but let me try just how it looks like this, and probably I will then go back to do it differently. But for now let me try, because in theory we have, for this one we have 4 images, which is quite a lot. Yeah, you need to say you have a world war to make. You have a world war to make. Why you are going in such a small details? You have a wall war to make. I know. All the files have the wrong names because this guy named them wrong from the beginning. And I continue to copy the names from the original files. Fuck. They are missing an R. Okay. Why you are wasting all your time? Why you don't move on? I know. Okay, so this one should be fine. Then we have background people. Background people, which will be the Morian scene for 2, right? And this one we need to put it as 1100-551. Okay. And now this one is not very easy to position though, because interesting. Where the hell do I position this? Good question. I don't know. Where do I position that? Where do I position that? Oh fuck! This human is after this. No, it's not. It's just an effect, but in reality, it's not. Okay. So I think it's exactly where I placed it, by the way. I mean, it's very, 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 very close. And if you look at where these things are... The shadow seems to be stronger. Why? That I have no idea. Shadow seems to be a bit strong. I mean, you see the shadow here is kind of stronger than here. Ah, because here I had the opacity at 45%. Fuck. I had the opacity at 45%. Yes, but if I say copy visible, in theory it should copy it with the same. But actually 100% would be like this. So for sure. I mean, we can live with that anyway. It's just a big of a stronger shadows, but I mean, we can live with this. It's a bit of a pity though, huh? I have to say. It's a bit of a pity, but fine. It's okay. So we will have people that will appear, right? People that will appear. People will appear, and then we will have together with the flowers. And then if we can, we could have some falling leaves. I don't know if I can, but let's try. And see how it looks. Maybe it will look bad, but... Image background leaves too. So image background leaves 2 will be scene 4.4. Right. And where is that? This will be the Morian scene 4.3. Okay, the only thing that we need to be sure is that we have 838, 338. Okay, so these are the leaves. And this one... And this one should also have the same sides, which is 873, 546. Okay. Okay, now if this one is starting from here, so let's assume that this guy is starting from here. Background leaves 1, background leaves 2, background leaves 1, background leaves 2. Why background leaves 2 is not visible at all? It's kind of strange, huh? Ah, because he's in a stupid place. No, 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 no. I should not do that. I should just take it. Fuck. Please, let me move it. Okay. Yeah, this one should be here. The problem is that if this is touching the... wait a second. Wait a second, because we may have a problem here, eh? We may have a problem. Yeah, I think we have a problem. Need to move this stuff somewhere else. Oh! You are singing, huh? I know. Because they should not overlap with the other bushes, otherwise it looks a bit stupid. Right? Okay. They should not overlap. This one is what? Number 3 or number 4? What? Bro, I said export, right? Export as... Oh. This I think is number 3. Not completely sure, but... yeah, number 3. So we can re-import this. Okay. Seems to be slightly different. Where is that? Oh, right, yeah. Right. I didn't change it. What the? What? I don't understand. I know he changed it, but there are still a few in the wrong place. That's why. Because actually he changed it, but there were still a few. In the wrong place. Okay. Okay. So now should be fine. In theory. Uh, 873, wait, is not the right size, that's why. 873,338. Now is the right size. Okay, now looks better, I think. Okay, so these are the leaves on the ground. These are the leaves on the ground. Now, which is basically leaves ground. And it is leaves fall. Now leaves ground and leaves fall. Leaves ground should just stay on the ground and appear together and appear, I don't know exactly when, but they should just appear at a certain point. I think we wanted it to appear after the people. After the people. So like at 5 until 6 in like 1 or 2 seconds. I don't know how much, but let's say 2 seconds. And we want this part above also to appear. So we need a new track on this. We need a new track, and this track would be again a visibility track. I mean a color track, and this will be invisible from the beginning. So we'll be at 0 at the beginning. We'll be still at 0. We'll still be at 0 here. And then maybe we start to appear. Fuck. This one. And then we start to appear. Right? But in addition to appear, we also want this thing to move. Right, so we want to transform, and the transform should start from this position where it is now, Okay. To the same position. To the same position. To the same position here. To another position here. Maybe, yeah. Fuck. I knew it. Let's say here. Okay. Didn't work. Why? Ah! It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Okay. I think the moving it like this, it doesn't work. Okay. So we need something different, huh? We need to take manually. I think it happened already the other day, the other time that we tested it. So we need to manually put a value in the y, right? Like for example, minus 200. No, sorry, in this case, not minus, but plus 200. Okay. So maybe plus 300. Okay, plus 300. So, okay, so now it moves. Now it moves. Okay. Leaves ground. Now the leaves ground. The leaves ground. I think they should appear after though. They should start to appear. I think they should appear and disappear though. So the opacity, if I take the opacity, I think that this should be duplicated. No. Should be duplicated probably here. Right, so that they appear, they seems to go down and then they disappear again. And there are some leaves on the ground then. So nice. So emotional moment. I think it's probably too fast, but okay, let me try. People will appear. I think it's probably too fast. And leaves. Fuck. No, like that is not good. Like that is not good. It's too bad. Wait. So they go down. Yeah, because the 200 needs to be at the end. The 200. So the transform, which is the minus y, which is this one, should be at the end. Exactly. Yes and no. Bah. Maybe yes. I think it can go even a bit more than minus 300. Let's try 350. Is it too fast? Probably. I don't know. So first the people will appear, and then the leaves will start to fall, and some leaves will be on the ground. Okay, perfect. I think we spent enough time on this. I like it. I mean, it's again... okay. So this is number 4. So let me just be sure the number 3 is connected to the Hermorian scene number 4, right? And the start animation. Okay, is connected here. And then we go in the scene number 5. No, in the scene number 4, and we connect the number 5. We connect the number. Why you cannot select it? Ah, it's already selected. Ah, okay, it's already selected. Okay, nice. And then the number 5, the last one launches the loading. So let me see the current scene number 4. Yeah, you should do this. You should do this. So show war portal and remove from parent. Right? The Hermorian screen number 5 should do war portal and remove from parent. Okay. Let me just be sure that we have it also on this one. Yes. Okay, good. I think we can test it. I think it's all of it. You know what will be nice? Will be nice to have some sound effects. Will be nice to have some sound effects, but maybe it is something that we can do another day. But the idea would be that when those scenes are getting played, there is the voiceover, and for example, when there is the waterfall, you know, you hear the sound of the waterfall in the background. I think that would be very nice. It would add to the experience, you know. And maybe you can hear, you know, the Hermorian spraying or something like that. I think sounds on top of it would be very nice. Maybe I can ask someone to do it. They will probably say no, and then I will do it myself, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, let's launch this guy. And we will create a new Hermorian guy. A new character. New Hermorian character. And we will see. By the way, does any of you play tabletop RPG? Or not? I think someone said I would like to, but I don't have the group to play with. I think someone said that the last time. What is going on? Everything crashed or what? No, everything is running perfectly. It's just the Epic launcher that decided to start. I don't know why. I think if you don't play tabletop, you should try. I mean, if you never did it, I think you should try one time. It's so nice. Best game ever. I mean, it doesn't really matter which setting you are using. I looked at YouTube video. Bram du Cerf. What is that? Okay, let's delete this guy. Character has been deleted. And let's create a new character.
And here the story begins.
Here the story begins. Hear the story. So we created Dermorian.
The Dermorians come from the homeworld of Dermoria.
Ah, this one we also
a
have
world
the.
of lush forests towering
We
over
also
deep
have the
seas.
voiceover on this one.
They are a long-lived elven race with short, slim physiques.
Holy fuck!
They exhibit copper or amber-colored skin.
Incredibly enough, those
You see the
planets had
transition?
something in common. Elders of each spoke of their zodiacs in a shared ancient tongue. Fuck.
I missed the connection here. I didn't connect it. PT. I didn't connect it, so we need to redo it. Dermorian scene 1. And then we need a start animation. So we have to do this for every race, okay? The next one will be the Noltrir. The next race will be the Noltrir. The guy is already working on it. Nine races, boys. 9 races. Thank God I had the idea to remove 2. Because we had another human race, which were the Xacha, which we removed, and we had 2 races for the dwarves. But thank God I decided to remove those ones, and also we had the Innun and the Diaboli, and I decided to remove one. Otherwise, we would have 12 races, right? And 12 races would be such a freaking pain. Because 9 is already a lot, but imagine 12. Because it means, you know, different textures, different weapons, different background, different stories, different voiceover, different... 12. 12, I think, was possible only in a pen and paper. Probably. The Epic Launcher decided to update Ark Survival Evolved. By the way, I think I should uninstall it. Didn't use it in super long time. I tested it one time just to understand better how it was working, but I didn't play it much. And here the story begins. And here the story begins.
The Dermorians come from the homeworld of Dermoria. A world
Nice,
of
they
lush
come from the
forests
homeworld that is
towering
named
over
like
deep
them.
seas. They are along.
Incredibly enough, those planets had
Incredibly.
something in common. Elders of each.
Okay. So we should have 8 seconds of this. In theory. No. I missed something else. Fuck! I missed something else. Okay, what I may have missed? I may have missed... start animation, Dermorian scene 1. Dermorian 1. Dermorian 1. Ah, I didn't put the... Okay. I know. I didn't put this, the placeholder. By the way, I think the placeholder, we should put it on in all of them. Otherwise, by the way, the delay is not needed anymore. But yeah, I didn't put this, and so okay. Yeah, sorry, I did a mistake. By the way, why this guy didn't appear? It did? I don't know. Yeah, there was a small mistake. I think probably he appeared, but I didn't realize. I don't know. Strange. Strange. It looked he was there since the beginning. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Do you see the guy? I don't know. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Lastra di cervo. What is that? Ah, ruggito. Ruggito is usually only for a lion thingy. It's usually only for lions. But and here you see that we did
special was
we did a mistake. We managed to have the mistake done again. You see the bug? You see this bug? This bug happens when you click on create character too quick and the level didn't load yet. So I think we need to do something. Because actually I think that the client gave an error. I'm pretty sure it did. And the error is probably that he cannot find the camera. Yes, this one. So no, we need to fix it because this can happen to play. You see that there is no universe view, but you can still click on stuff.
Clearos from Escalia.
Right? And so, but I think I know how to fix it. I think I know how to fix it because it's I think I know how to fix it. Looks like Google don't know Italian lions. Yeah. Well, because there is a word for each sound, you know, of animals. Maybe it's the same in French, I don't know, but say each animal is making a different sound, right? And the word describing the sound is actually different. So like a dog barks, right? A dog, also in English, a dog barks, right? A cat meows, meow, right? A bird chirps, and it's the same in Italian. So to fix the problem, we need when the character creation race, when we search for the universe view, when we search for the universe view, yes, which camera to raise? So I think that here we need to ensure that Yeah, it's exactly this found camera, right? This found camera, I think actually will not happen. This found camera, actually, I think. Found camera. Yeah, he has the error just before, you see? So I think what we can do is this. If you know, the length of this, if the length of this is less than is different than 1, or let's say is less than 1, right? If the length of this is less than 1, it means that probably the level didn't load yet, right? The level didn't load yet. And if the level didn't... Now, do we have this problem also with other stuff like sectors or other permanent stuff that we have in the level? Because we may have the same issue, but this is the first one actually. It's the first one. But anyway, if this is false, if this is true, that is less than 0. I think we will just delay. Oh fuck, we cannot delay because we are inside the function. No. No. And then we need to, okay, let me see. We cannot, fuck. We cannot because, it is very annoying. So all we do it, I mean, we need to ensure that the level is loaded fully. And all the items are available to the server, so... This is not a very nice thing, but... I think I don't have a better way. I can put this check in a function. No, I need to put this check. Unfortunately, I need to put this check outside of this. There's no way. I need to put this check outside of here. So I need to put it actually... I need to put it here. So ensure the level is loaded and the camera is available was causing issue otherwise. So I think that here we check if we find this thing, and if we don't find it, which seems to be the case, right? We delay 1 second, and then we cycle back. Now the problem is what happens if this is going to be, I mean, if this is never found. In theory it should never happen because the camera is actually there. It's only a matter of loading times, right? But this potentially creates an infinite loop, right? Potentially will create an infinite loop. But I don't think if I have another way. I don't know if I have a better way, right? I don't know if I have a better way. So basically, until he finds the camera, he just wait 1 second, it tries again, right? Tries again, until he finds it, and then he goes into the... Let's see if we can still reproduce the bug. And now in theory, should not be possible to reproduce the bug anymore. Only a serve can brame. Exactly. Then brame as the wrong translation from French to what?
Bram.
No, it's wrong. Is a wrong translation. There is a bit better. There is slightly better. But yeah, I think there is a bug. There is a bug in Google. There is a Google bug.
And here the story begins.
Okay, this time I clicked nearly instantly.
Someone special.
I clicked nearly instantly and the bug didn't appear, so probably we fixed it.
The Dermorians come from the homeworld of Dermoria, a world of lush forests towering over deep
Fuck,
seas.
now I don't have the character here.
They
Why?
are a long-lived elven race with short, slim physiques.
What? Why I don't have the character here on the right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we broke something. What the fuck? What did I break, boys? What did I break? I broke it. Found camera, universe camera. What the fuck? I think I'm not in the right place. Where is the character? Or the character was not loaded? I don't remember where we have the... Do we have the character? In theory there should be a character here. Maybe the character is not loaded? What the hell is going on here now? What the hell is going on? Accessed none, trying to read property homeworld. Character select widget, character creation race. Delegate signature on button, click event. What? Attempt to access index 0 from array. Call function get all actor of class. I mean, do we have the same problem also with other stuff now? Because it seems so. You see this part? Attempt to access index 0 from array. Get all actors of class with tag, out actors of length 0. Now it doesn't tell us when. So we don't know exactly. But it seems to be character creation array. So is there another get all actor of class with tag apart from the one that I just fixed? Universe planet. Store a reference to our homeworld planet sphere. Holy shit. Is there a way to ensure that a certain object is loaded, you know? Because here we have a problem, huh? Here we have a problem. How do I check if level instances have finished loading? Well, this is not exactly my question, but yeah, because actually we have I mean, we have a problem here. The problem is that we are searching, you know, a number of objects, right? Like, for example, the character spawn location. We are searching the universe planet. And if I click too fast, you know, on the character creation, those objects didn't load yet, right? Those objects didn't load yet. So, or I enable the button only, or we enable the button only if we are sure that all the objects are loaded. Maybe that's a solution, huh? Because at the moment it is not working as expected. It is not working as expected. So if you click this one, right? If you click this one, immediately, as soon as the window shows up, this button is going to search for a number of objects that still needs to be loaded. And so is not able to do what it needs to do. So I think that what we need to do is when we I think I need a new function. I need a new function which is ensure stuff is loaded, right? And we will call it from here. The first thing this thing will do, will ensure that we have a number of things loaded. Yeah, which is pretty much what we do here. Wait. Maybe we can do this. Because actually those things are called by this widget. Right? Who is loading the character? Who is loading? Who is loading the character? Yeah, he's doing it here. So he failed here, which is in the constructor. Okay. So we need to be sure that okay. So we will do it in a slightly different way. Okay. So here we will ensure. So before creating the widget. Before creating the widget, we will ensure that and required objects are available, right? So I would say we do the same. I would say we do exactly the same stuff, but this time on this one, right? What? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. No, please. No. The other one. No. Oh my god. I need to connect this to this. Okay. So we will do this. We will do this and do exactly the same. Now, only when both of them are true, right? When both of them are false, I mean, then we can really go and start our. Right? So only when these two pieces are available, so the camera that we have to switch to and the universe planet is available, we go and actually we switch to the character creation race. Otherwise, they may not be loaded yet because maybe, you know, the PC is low or something is loading asynchronously and whatever. And we will do this. Okay. So I think this should be fine now. But let's see. Because I'm not 100% sure, but I think it should be better at least. Should be better, boys. And then the rest is the same. The rest is not... Hello, Tony. Good evening. The rest is not... I mean, we don't have to change anything else. I mean, in theory, we did the search once. We could have, but fine. I don't think that anything else can fail. But I may be wrong. I may be wrong, my friends. Dun, 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 dun.
And here the story begins.
Yeah, you see that he waited a bit.
Someone special was...
He waited like 1 second or so before actually launching the other screen, because actually was waiting the loading of the stuff. So I think it's good. And now I think we should not have gotten any more. The error. Even if we still get some other errors, but... not anymore those ones at least. For example, we get this podium character. Okay, and current music, but current music I think is not a problem. Because there was no current music. And then I don't know why there is this win chat. Receive chat message on client, right? So we are receiving the chat message on client, but actually we are not yet, I mean, we are not ready for it. Actually, I don't know which kind of message we are receiving. Which kind of message we are receiving? Receive chat message on client. What the fuck? The server is trying to send us something. Maybe the time? Maybe there is some NPC that is speaking to us. Ah, yes. It's the message for the NPC. Yeah. But we are not yet into the game. I think that's a good point. So this receive chat message on client should only work if the chat window is actually available. Otherwise, doesn't make any sense. It's still a bit strange that it looks like it's a message that is global. Let me search it. Receive chat message on client. So in theory here we are checking WinChat, but WinChat is not available yet because we are not loaded into the game yet. Right? We are not ready. We are not ready to play. We are not ready to play. I don't know if there is something on the player controller. Maybe there is. I remember we had a function which was called maybe we can just check if we have a pawn or not. Because if we don't have a pawn, we are not in the game yet. Right? Maybe I can check, get controlled pawn and check if this one is valid. And if it's not valid, maybe we can just print a message, but if it's valid, we continue. If it's not valid, we probably do nothing. Like, we are not loaded in game yet, and so there is no point in... There is no point in sending messages. We will still receive them, which is a bit stupid, but fine. No, because I'm trying to clean up, you know, some of these errors, because I think we should not have a client that is like, you know, complaining all the time. We should block the errors before they happen. So it is anyway a good round of bug fixing. These are all fixes that are actually good fixes and are preventing, you know, blocks, I mean, stuff not working. Hello, Unlearner. The bug fixing is going okay. It's going okay. We finished the Dermorian scenes, and now we are testing a bit the initial phases of the client and how it works, and seems to be working fine. Remember to send me the voiceover. Did you do it already? I don't think so. I mean, when you have the time, obviously. And if you have the time, but... remember to send me a sample. Even with a bad microphone is not a problem. But so that we see if we can proceed with the voiceovers. Because I really need it. I really need it.
And here the
exactly
story begins.
You see that he waited a bit before actually showing the other screen. Now I don't know exactly what happens if you click it twice. I don't know if Unreal already has some prevention for, you know, for clicking a button twice.
The Dermorians come from the homeworld of Dermoria, a world of lush forests towering over deep seas.
Incredibly enough, those planets at
Incredibly enough. Now it seems to be working better. Now seems to be working better. I just have to delay the fire a bit more. Okay, it seems that all the animations are working fine. I like the leaves. That's pretty cool. Okay, and the last one with the bunnies, with the bunny and the squirrel, and then the warp. Okay, good. Okay, so I think that the sequence is working fine. We just need then to add the proper timing based on the final voiceovers. You didn't do it yet. Yeah, sorry. I think I asked you. I asked you only yesterday, so I understand. I know, because I was excited about it, so that's why I asked it again. Yeah, but I understand that it may take some time. Why is it taking so much time to load in? Oh, okay, we loaded in. Anyway, loaded in. And we have our Dermorian. Our Dermorian guy. So someone was saying that they wanted a third-person follow camera. I mean, just press tab, okay? If you want a third-person follow camera, just press tab, and it's pretty much it. I like this game. I like this game. Okay, okay, so the sequence is working. Very nice. I think we can consider it done. We can consider the Dermorian thingy done. We need to tweak a bit the animations and the timing. But I mean, we can do it. We can do it later on. I think for sure the fire that I saw was really coming too quick. So it was like, yeah, after 3 seconds is too short. So we need these two guys to go, I don't know, way. Even less than that. Maybe now 7 is too much, but I don't know, maybe 5. Let's say 5. Let's say 5. I will tweak it. I will tweak it as we go. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, the other bug I want to fix tonight, even if it's already 11, but we can go. Is the bug of the equip torch at startup. So basically what happens if you equip a torch in game and then you try to log in, you crash. Which actually is weird because I think I had this already and it didn't happen to me. But let's try. It's kind of strange. Because actually it did not happen to me. Because I remember that I had, but Maui was you, right? Reporting it? I don't know if Maui is still here. But it was you reporting it. I can go in with anyone, and because I don't know if it happens only with a certain character or you know, but let me try to equip a torch on my left hand, right? And then I'm gonna quit. When I quit, it is always saving the game anyway, so the position will be saved. I mean, my inventory will be saved. And now we try to load in. So one thing that I noticed is that sometimes in the character selection, the items are not correct. This is what I noticed. Like, they are not the way they should be. Yeah, but you see, it's not crashing for me. But I think what was a bit weird, yeah, the fire effect is offset. Yes, we should fix that. Yeah, I will check it now. I think it's a good fix to do anyway. The problem is that if I change character, the torch remains there, you see? He's not removing it, but he's adding it anyway. I think he's adding a new one every time, by the way. You see that the the light is becoming stronger and stronger and stronger because every time he's adding a new one. Fuck. Okay, but that's another problem. But I don't get the crash though. I don't get the crash. Yeah, we can fix the torch maybe. Let me see. I think the torch, I don't know if the problem is the... I don't know if the problem is the... I mean, the problem may be the particle effect. Because the position is correct, you say. I mean, it's exactly in the middle. Apart that it's not going forward, right? So, I mean, it's not... I mean, he has the wrong Z. He has the wrong Z. Can I change the Z? No. Can I change the screen offset? I think I can do it in the particle effect itself. I think I can probably do it. The problem, I think that these flames are used by multiple, so I have to be a bit careful in changing it. Because I think that this one is, yeah, you see, is used in many places. The same effect. And so, if I change it, I think there is a way. So, use local space. So this use local space, I think, is gonna change the way the flame moves when you are moving, when the character is moving, right? Because usually if you do a set local space, she will move locally and not globally. So I think that will already change a bit. This is under the required. There is the smoke. There is the distortion. And these are the two flames. Then I think another parameter is the sort mode, right? At the moment the sort mode is none, right? The sort mode is none. I think there should be a way to say that the offset is always, I mean, that she's always winning. I don't remember, but I think one is the sort mode for sure. Another is facing camera, because at the moment we have rectangle and not facing camera, in terms of screen alignment, but I don't think it's that. Minimum facing camera blend distance. The distance at which PSA business is full PS square. No sorting required. Sort by view projected depth of the particle. Sort by distance of particle to view. Sort by the distance of the particle to view in world space. Sort by distance of particle to view. It's not very clear to me what that means actually. But at the moment there is basically no sorting. At the moment there is basically no sorting at all. You see that now that I changed it, no, it's still the same. I mean, for a second I saw one which was in front, right? But I think our problem is that this thing is basically a point, right? I mean, it's not really having any depth, or it has very, very little depth. So whatever we do, it will always be behind that. Let me try a distance to view. I think it just needs to be bigger. Otherwise, we'll always be at the back. Am I to do anything I keep with the player hand when you switch the character? I don't know. I'm not sure that these things are gonna do anything actually. But let me do something. Let me change everything to local space just to test, okay? Which means that we want any movement to be local to the... by the way, the smoke was already local space. Local to the effect, right? And not global into the environment, right? And this probably, when we now move, it may have a different effect. Let me see. So my thinking now is that it will not. So what I'm expecting is that it will not just do those flames that are like falling behind you, right? But it will continue to stay with you. That's the idea. That's another problem. Did you see what it did? That with local space, the flame was actually pointing in the direction. Yeah, you see? Okay, so local space is forcing the fire to stay with the torch, right? Which can be okay in one side, but the problem is, and I will show you the problem. For example, if I jump, you see that I'm moving the torch back. I'm moving the torch back, so the flame is just following the torch, is not going up, right? It's not going up. While if we don't use local space, right? If we don't use local space, yeah, but this is something that we need to define, huh? Because if we don't use local space, the flame will go this direction, right? And the flame will continue to go in this direction, even if you bend the torch. But because it will not consider the current rotation of the item, we just consider the global space, right? While if so, there are benefits and disadvantages, you know, based on the two solutions. I think it will be pretty bad to have a torch on the ground. Like if I put a torch on the ground, for example. First, I don't know if it stays as a torch also on the ground. No, it doesn't. GG. Okay, so the torch on the ground is really not torching. It's not making any light. Yeah, but if I put it on the other hand, yes, look, for example, if I put it on the other hand, you see that the particle is going forward. If I remove local space, then it's going up. But it's going up, but it's like falling apart when I move. I don't know, boys. I don't know. Like if I sit down, for example. Yeah, the torch will be like in this position, you see, and the flame will be pointing local space. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if there is a way to have both. So we basically need only the Z to point global. Yes, that's what we need. We need only the Z location. Huh. I think I don't know if it's possible. Maybe with Niagara is possible, the new particle engine, but particle use local space only for Z axis. I think it's a very complex question. I don't know. I think at the moment it's too much of a detail for me. I don't care actually. Hello dogs. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I think at the moment it's too much of a detail and we will ignore it. You need different animation for having the torch equipped on a player versus using the flame on a fixed fire on the ground. No, the fixed fire on the ground is... Ah, you mean that? It's not a matter of animations. It's a matter... So the animation makes no difference. Is the way the particle is generated, because at the moment is pushing in this direction, right? And you configure it, you know, you configure it in the particle itself. So you can say go up, right? And so this thing is going up. The problem is, what is up, right? What is up? Up compared to the world, or up compared to the local space of the object to which is attached, right? So you can change between one and the other. You can say follow global or follow local, but you cannot say follow global for the Z and follow local for X and Y, unfortunately, right? Unless maybe there is a way, I don't know, but at the moment I think we don't care too much. I mean, it's not a problem. I mean, it's not a big problem. It's a small problem, so I don't care. No, the problem is if you... I mean, why I didn't crash? Actually, I didn't crash. Maui, are you still here or not? Maui. I can leave a comment, but I can try. Maybe I can try in production. Let's try in production. I mean, in the real server. Let's try in the real server and see if I get the crash, because maybe it was another crash. You know, maybe it thought it was that the problem, but Well, actually, no, I remember that I deleted the torch from his character and then he loaded in. So, yeah, seems to be, at least in production, it was the torch. At least in production, it was the torch. Because for me, it doesn't crash. Ah, I have another idea. Wait. I have another idea. Let me click on a character without a torch. And then on a character with a torch. I mean, from the start, from the beginning. Because maybe it doesn't find the socket. No, but the socket is there anyway. Unless there was a... Unless there is a character without socket. Like if I go on this guy. This guy doesn't have the... This girl doesn't have the torch, right? If I go here... Now I have it, but it's not crashing. Do I get any... Do I get any errors or whatever? No. We still get this win chat problem. I didn't save it or what? The win chat. Why we still get the win chat? The controller pawn is valid? Oh shit. Controller pawn is valid and we don't have the win chat? Really? So this check is not good enough. Anyway, I cannot reproduce this thing. I cannot reproduce this thing. Cannot reproduce it. If I cannot reproduce the bug, it's hard to fix, huh? It's very hard to fix. Server is loading. I'm trying on the production server. I mean on the test server that is public. Seeing if for any reason I don't think I have a character with a torch. But we can... Ouch. I think my client is too new. I think my client, unfortunately, is too new. So I cannot do it with this client. I have to do it with the release client because I think it's not compatible anymore. I changed too many things. But we can do it with the release client. It's not a problem with 0712. We can do it with this version and see what happens. So let's keep a torch on her, which by the way I have. Yeah, this is the old version of it. So you see that in this case, yeah, part of it is not centered, and that I don't know exactly why, but I think it's because the position. I don't know. I don't know exactly why. But anyway, let's try to save it like this. And connect again. and see if we crash. The only problem is that if we crash, I will not see the crash because I'm not in my debug client. Yes, it definitely crashes. It definitely crashes. It definitely crashes. Wow. It crashes, but it doesn't really give an error. Ah, yes, it does. It does, but we need to load. We need to load the other log. So we need to load update. Well, actually, local update. Local update. But yes, it crashes also for me. And then PS Unreal saved logs, and there should be a log. No. Yes, this one. Give me just a second because I need just to check something. Yes, unfortunately. There is still the old version that had the username into it, which is a bit annoying. Anyway, we only need the bottom of this. Okay, so it's crashing. There is the crash. There is the crash. It's crashing on get BP actor by path. It's crashing in BP utils. Oh, okay. It's crashing in BP utils 126. BP utils 126. Get actor by path. Oh my god, seriously? Look at this printout. I mean, it's obviously crashing. If this is null, we are trying to use it. Okay, but anyway, this is a mistake. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. The only problem is... why is not finding it, right? Because in production is not set properly. Okay, this is a good... Okay, this is a very good fix anyway. So we will print the path. We will print the path instead of printing the mesh asset get name. I don't know why I did this. I mean, it's obviously stupid, but... it's obviously stupid. But the reason... I think the reason is not working... It's strange that it's working when it's in game though. So it's not working. It's not working only in the character selection. It's not working. But it will not crash anymore anyway. It will not crash. With this change, it will not crash anymore. So the good news is that we can say that this is fixed. This is fixed pending release. There is a very good news. Why it doesn't let me? Okay, fixed pending release. There is a very good news, but the problem is that for some reason is not finding in the client. So because I think that the string that we have in the database, the string that we have in the production database for the torch is probably not correct. That's the only problem. I think that's the problem. But at least it will not crash anymore. Torch. Static mesh. Yeah, he's old, and it's not been updated. And I think that this doesn't even exist anymore because I moved it from tools to lights. I moved it from tools to lights. Yes. And I made it a blueprint. Yeah. Why is not... It is strange though. Why it didn't fix... Maybe because I did the fix after... It's kind of strange. It is kind of strange. We didn't no, because for sure let me check something, because for sure I have in my update schema, right? In my update schema for the meshes, right? In my update schema for the meshes, I should have the torch. Yes, and you see that the torch is blueprint game blueprints. But I think I did this change. After I updated the production database. So if I check here the log, right, and the date, I think that the torch item fixed was the 19th of August. And we released when did we release? We released before that. We released the 13th of August. Yeah, exactly. So that's why. So in the production database, there is still the old reference, but the next time we will update, it will be fixed. Okay. Plus we fixed the stupid code, which was really stupid. And so this will work fine. Okay. Okay, good. Let me see if there are other bugs that we can... other bugs. There is another long-standing problem, you know. There is another long-standing problem that I never solved. But I have a problem. I have you know, an issue which is beyond my game. You know, is an issue that is a generic issue. And I think we can test the generic issue in another project. Why is saying this again now? Why every time I launch this project is complaining that we don't have the right thingy? Is he trying to use another version of Unreal? Every time I launch that particular project, right? He's complaining that the Android thing is not... It happened already the last time, right? It happened already the last time. How did we fix that? I don't remember. He's saying the same. Fuck. Why is complaining about this? Missing modules. Why? Okay, let's close the editor 1 second, because anyway we have to recompile because I changed the source code, right? I changed that. I changed this. So let me recompile anyway. But why? Why? Is always when I'm launching a project that I'm not launching since, I don't know, a few weeks. And that guy is complaining about missing Android modules. Then the last time what we did, we opened Unreal and we recompiled just the programs part, and it actually worked, right? Look at this. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. You know what? Let me try this. Let me try this. If I set this project, where is it? Set startup pro. If I set this one a startup project, in theory should start as an editor, right? As the default editor in debug mode. And I want to see if now doesn't give that stupid error. And if that's the case, it means there is something in the environment settings, because I don't think I changed anything in the engine recently. In fact, you see that it's starting immediately. I mean, it didn't compile, right? It didn't compile anything. So that the engine I didn't touch. Now I want to see if it gives an error now. Because that error message to me is a mystery. It's the real mystery. Okay, let me launch our UI tests. You see, if I launch it inside the debug editor works, so it's so strange. Anyway, I will take care of it another day. Yeah, here we were testing the falling damage, but the problem I have is this. If I press R, okay, there is this screen showing up, right? You see the screen, right? You see the screen. Now, if I modify the sides of the window like this, where I have a different ratio, you see that on the right side of the screen, I mean, I still see the 3D world, right? That is because my picture is not resizing properly to the screen size. Or let me put it in a better way. If I resize it in a way that is proportional to my screen size, it obviously works, right? So it's correct here, it's correct here, it's correct here, it's correct. But if I go in a weird resolution like this, or in a weird resolution like that, the image doesn't stretch. And so basically you see a piece of the background world, right? And this is exactly what this guy is saying. This guy is saying, there is an image that stays on top of the scene, right? And the image is obviously staying on top of the scene because I'm not going to unload the scene just for showing an image, right? So it's a loading screen and it's normal that it stays on top, but it should cover the whole screen and it doesn't. So how can we solve this? I mean, this should be a problem that everyone has, right? It should not be my problem. It should be a problem that everyone has. So Unreal Engine, image fill screen. Image fill screen. I don't know how to say at weird resolutions, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to say at weird resolutions, but widget don't fill screen even if they are centered. Why is trying to translate it in Italian? I have no idea. What the fuck? Ah, because I clicked on that. I realized that none of my widgets are actually filling the screen. They all have a gap on the right hand side. More information I dug up on this topic like to center in the widget, but as far as I can tell the widget is in this center. Yeah, the problem is that probably this guy, you know, is not going full screen, but is going with the top bar. And when you have the top bar, you hit that issue. This guy answered, and then this guy said he was correct. I suggest to drag the lower right corner of your anchor widget, to the bottom right of the visible space, so that your anchor fills the whole screen. Then reset the position and size X and Y to 0. Your picture should now fill the whole screen independently. What? 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 So this guy is saying, move the anchor point to the bottom right. Move the anchor point. What did he say? Drag the lower right corner of your anchor widget. Draw the... like this. Like the... You know that I have no idea what this is doing? I'd never used it this way. And this is probably the reason why it doesn't fit the screen. Because I think that this means, you know, this means no matter what, just focus on the top left and then print the image as it is. While what this is saying is stretch the image to the resolution, right? Okay, let me try like this. Maybe it's as simple as that, huh? But it's a problem that I had since the beginning. I mean, the issue of this obviously is that, for example, you see the text. You see the text which is in the at the bottom. I mean, the text which is at the bottom doesn't really care about it. Now, I don't know if anyone would, I mean, if anyone would actually play at like this, but at least we are sure that we are filling the whole screen, right? Your DPI scale is 0.67 and your resolution is only 1280 by 720. What? I mean, the image can also be, you know, very... But you see that somehow you still see, I'm moving the mouse. You see at the bottom and on the right side, you still see a bit of the image. I don't know exactly why, but probably because the image is not really reaching. Ah, yes, I think the reason is that the image is not really reaching the bottom. That's probably the why. I'm selecting what? I'm selecting this image. Anchor. Anchor minimum. Maximum 1 yes, 1 alignment 1920 1. But why there is this small space left? No idea. This image is this image is 1920 by 1080. So actually is the way it should be, no? I mean, maybe the image is not centered. I mean, it's not starting from 0. I mean, I don't understand why I can change the image size, but then when I do this, I cannot change the image. Ah, yes, I can. I can. Offset right. Yeah, I think there was a bit of an offset then. Sides. Offset right. Offset right should be 0 and 0. Maybe it was just the offset. No, it's still. You see, there is still a bit of a space. There is still a bit of a space, right? But if I do this, and then I enlarge my image a bit, let's say that I put it like this. You see, now I think there is not anymore. I still cannot keep it. What the fuck? I mean, why this thing cannot just be... Ah, because it's always like this. It's always like this, you see. Even if I put it here, there is a bit of a space here on the right. Why there is this space on the right? Maybe there is really... Wait. Maybe it's the image that is fucked up. Maybe there is really in the image... Ah, yes, there is in the image, boys. There is in the image... There is a transparent thingy in the image itself. Okay. That's okay. There was an issue with the image itself. Okay, but apart from that, I think we understood that this thing makes a difference. And for example, if I put this guy on the bottom right, holy fuck, what is going on? The bottom right is a weird idea. Uh-oh. 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 We broke it. No, I think on the bottom right, it doesn't really like it. I think on the bottom right, it doesn't really like it. Right? Now, because my theory was that if this guy was on the bottom right, but it seems it's not possible, then this thing would always be, yes, you know, positioned like that, which makes perfect sense. So basically, the anchor is really the anchor. The anchor is where I want, you know, my image to be anchored at. And you know what is the problem? The problem is that I have, for example, these effects, right? I have some effects on screen. Anyway, this thing is weird. I mean, it's really strange. But I have some effects in this image, which are these ones, these small particles, which are actually dripping down, okay? So if I go full screen like this, you will see on the left, you see the fire dripping down, and on the right dripping down, right? These are small animations, right, that happen. Now, the problem is that if I change the resolution to something stupid, like we know that we should not, but we do it anyway. My dripping down still works. But if now I do what the guide suggests, so which is this, so I put my anchor all around, and I go to a stupid resolution. My dripping are still working. Okay, I was expecting them not to be working right. Ah, but the image didn't stretch. Why the image didn't stretch? Why? It didn't work, boys. Why didn't it? Ah, because I didn't do it on... I didn't do it on 123. What is this 123? Wait. If I do it like this, you see the image now is stretching, but obviously everything else is fucked up. Look. Everything, look at that thing. I don't know. Because it's not respecting anymore. So the point is what? The point is that I need for all of these guys to do the same. So lava drop 1, lava drop 2. So I need to do the same. For every component that I have in my scene. That would be weird though. What happened to this guy? They got all stretched. Control Z. They got all stretched, you know. Now, anyway, this is just a test project, so it's not a problem. This is our test project, so we can mess up as much as we want. But you know, it becomes worse and worse as I change the resolution. And it becomes correct again, you see? Look at the drops. The drops become correct again as soon as I reach, you know, the right resolution. But as soon as I change it, the drops are becoming crazy. Look at this. The drops are becoming crazy. So the question is why? I mean, why? Why is not handled automatically for me? I mean, why? Why this thing is not handled automatically for me? Why? Yes, I don't want them to... Yeah, exactly. But maybe you have to specify... Anchor offset right 1345. What the fuck is 1345? What? If I put 0 and 0, it becomes like this. It becomes the biggest drop ever. If I go back to my original, then it's okay. Sides minus 26. What do you mean minus 26? I don't know if I understand how it works. I don't think I understand how it works. Like, I can understand it for the background image, okay, and so if we drag the anchor to fit the full screen, the background image is actually fitting the full screen, which is nice. But, and I can do that on all my full screens, but then in particular in this case where we have certain animations or certain other elements positioned in the screen, right? It seems that they are not scaling. They are not scaling based on. They are not scaling based on the screen resolution, which is weird. But my container, which is the canvas panel, right, doesn't have this anchor thingy, so I cannot tell the canvas panel to resides with me. I don't know. I don't know. Offset is the scaling of the drops. You don't want... Yeah, but I mean, the drops now are a special case. But imagine you have any other element, okay? You just have... Let me put a button. It's the same theory with a button, right? Let me put a button here in the middle, okay? Here is the button. Now, my image is scaling, but the button will stay here. Unless I do this also for the button. Well, let's do one test at a time. One test at a time. The button will stay in their own position, I'm sure. Wait, let's put the button on the face of the guy, on the eyes. Okay, so we know that it should be here, right? So if I go in a stupid resolution, you see the button is not centered anymore in the eyes of the guy, but it's centered only when I go back to the original ratio, right? So the button is not following. The button is not following. Now, if I if I take for the button, if I take this and I say, hey, you are in screen space, right? You are in screen space. It doesn't give a shit. Look, it doesn't care to be in screen space. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. Why? Why? Why it doesn't care? Why? Why it doesn't care? Why? Why? I mean, why the anchor of this guy is different from the anchor of... I mean, why the anchor is not doing the same job on the button that is doing on the image? Why? Because we have an offset left and an offset top, and this is just the position of the button compared to the anchor position, right? Which goes from 0, yeah, it goes from 0 to 1920 or so, whatever, and from 0 to 1080. Alignment, I don't know what is it. Alignment? No idea. Alignment doesn't make any difference. You can put any number, doesn't move. Size to content is just if the button should be as big as what it contains. Transform pivot. Pivot. The render transform pivot control the location about which transforms are applied. This value is normalized coordinate about which things and rotation will occur. But I think this thing is changing if I do this or no. No, it's not changing. Ah, okay. Pivot. 0505. No, let's do 00. What do you mean 0505? 00. Pivot 00. Transform 00. Ah! Something happened. Something happened. Bro, but this will never work. Can you make the button a child of the background? Yes, I can. A button, a child. No, I cannot. No, an image cannot have children. For whatever reason. An image cannot have children. A button can have children. I can make the image a child of the button, but it will become like this. No, but now that I changed the pivot, you see what happened? What happened when I changed the pivot? I changed the I changed the render pivot. The render transform pivot controls the location about which transform are applied. So if I say 00, if I say 00, the button expands. If I say 0.5, 0.5, which means the middle, okay, because it's from 0 to 1. So 0.5 means the middle. If I say the middle, then now it does that anyway. What did I change? Because before it was not giving a shit. But okay. You know, but you can go negative, right? If you have something that is longer than larger, then the button goes negative. I don't know. I think it's not a problem that I can solve today, but it's definitely a problem, okay? It's definitely a problem. I mean, it's a problem if you change the resolution. Now, if you go full screen, because the point is, if everyone is using 16:9 ratio, then everything is fine. But if someone is using 4:3 ratio, right? If you have a monitor which is 4:3, which basically is the same as saying, I take my game and instead of maximizing the screen, I use it like this, which will be the same as a 4:3 monitor, right? Which were the old monitors. And then the picture will be fucked up. I mean the controls. The picture will be compressed and that's fine, but the controls will be fucked up, and you can see also the text will be fucked up, right? Because we have the same problem with the text. So basically what we are saying is that we are not supporting resolutions At least it is a bit better. If you use it on the text now is scaling, you know, it's kind of scaling. And so for example, what I can do on the text is to say, hey, you are always centered in the middle, starting from the bottom, right? This is something I could say to the text. So this means that, no, it doesn't give a shit about it. Why? I was thinking that putting the anchor here would, I know, probably I need to do this. To say, stay at this distance compared to, yeah. No, fuck. No. Why is always staying in the middle now? Why whatever I do is always staying in the middle no matter what? Why? What are all these error messages, by the way? Pivot 0505. Well, pivot I can say 051. Let me try 051. 051. No. It's still in the middle. Why is it in the middle? Why is it in the middle now? Why is it in the middle there but it's not in the middle here? Why? I don't understand. Position minus 605. Position 0. So this is position 0. Offset top 672. I don't want an offset top. I want if I said that you should be at the bottom, I don't know, this thing is too weird for me. I don't know. That problem happens when I change to desired instead of full screen. Desired. Fill screen. Desired. Fill screen. At least the text is correct now, but I mean, I'm super confused, boys. I'm super confused. I mean, the button becomes negative, you see? It goes in negative. I mean, it like flips horizontally. At least the text doesn't, but the button does. The button is just going crazy. Anyway, it's getting a bit late, boys. If any of you can do this kind of test, you can do it in Unreal, you know, in any sample project, just with an image and a button and a text and another small image to the side, and try to understand how the hell can we have it that is always scaled properly compared to the screen, right? I mean, I don't think it's a complex question. I hope it's not, but it seems it is, because there is nothing else than one image, one button, another image, okay, put in any other place, and then when I play and I change the resolution, oh fuck, it fell down, shit. But anyway, yeah, you see, when I change the resolution, it goes negative. You see? You see what it's doing? You see what the fuck it's doing? It's stupid. I mean, it's stupid. Maybe some settings that I have that I should not have, but the question is why? If you can test it and let me know, that would be nice. Because at the moment anyway, in our project, everything works as long as you keep the same, you know, ratio. And pretty much everyone is playing with the same ratio these days, but I think if you take other games, they are probably adapting themselves, right? I don't know, I never tried to change really the resolution of the window in a stupid way, but I don't know. I don't know. Boys, I need to go, but thanks for watching. Tomorrow evening I will not be available because I will play tabletop Cyberpunk. Actually, I will be a dungeon master, and also I have to prepare a bit of stuff, so I will prepare it tomorrow after dinner, I think. But yeah, so we will see each other Saturday, right? Saturday afternoon, I think I will be here. I will continue. I mean, we did good fixes anyway. We fixed the crash. We fixed this crash, the one of the equip, and we finished the Dermorian scene, and we fixed a number of problems that we had in the loading of the object. So I think that's nice as well. So we did a good fixes. So yeah, have a good night. Speak to you soon. If you want to click on follow on Twitch, will be nice, and also if you want to subscribe on YouTube, they are both free, and that will help us. We want to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, because something happens when you do that. I think you start to monetize some stuff. At the moment we are at 850, I think. Also, if you want to check our Patreon site, is patreon.com/planeshift, and you can support us and get access to videos. No, at the moment, no. At the moment, Patreon is dead. But anyway, now it's not dead anymore. And you can check that as well, okay? You can contact us on Discord and all the good stuff. See you, boys! See you Saturday. Uffa. Uffa means like damn in Italian. It's like damn in Italian. Good night.